What up, guys? How are y'all doing? I'm here to talk about another classic banger. We're going to travel back to 1997. Bone Thugs and Harmony released their third album, The Art of War, of July 29th of 1997. Happy 29 years to this classic right here. This is definitely a classic, released through Ruthless Records. So, the album sold 394,000 units of its first week during the release of it. And the album was certified quadruple platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America in June of 98, and it was the first double album from Bone, and the album included the platinum single Look Into My Eyes and the gold single If I Could Teach the World, and the whole album is produced by DJ U-Neek. And then a sequel to the album, The Art of War Part 3, was released of December 10th of 2013, which was 13 years ago. This is definitely one of my favorites. I gotta let y'all know. This is definitely a masterpiece, too. And to let y'all know, to confirm this, Bizzy Bone did say this, that Tupac wrote his verse for Thug Luv for only 1 minute and 51 seconds. Confirmed by Mr. Bizzy Bone himself when Tupac rapped on the song. But still an amazing song. You also got Retaliation, Handle the Vibe, one of my favorites, Body Rott, It's All Mo Thug, Ready for War with Majesty. This whole entire album, to let y'all know, the whole entire album is actually dissing on some rappers. They're calling them out for being clones, copycatters. So they were calling out Crucial Conflict, Twista, the Speed Knots, and 3-6 Mafia, you name it. But then, they squashed their beef later on. And they have great music, too, coming from Chi-Town. I love Chi-Town and I love Cleveland. I love them both. They all have dope records. But I know they were just having their beef at the time. But that was just history. But anyways, anywho, Look Into My Eyes was the first commercial and the radio single from The Art of War. Look Into My Eyes debuted and peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. And then it debuted and peaked at number 2 on Hot Rap Songs and spent 20 weeks on Billboard Hot 100 and Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart, and it spent 35 weeks on the Hot Rap Songs chart. And later, 2 more radio singles were released. Thug Luv, which ended up charting at number 60 on the R&B Hip Hop Airplay for 3 weeks, and Body Rott, which didn't appear on any of the charts, but still a classic, no doubt. It's very incredible. The final commercial single off of the album, If I Could Teach the World, peaked at number 27 on the Hot 100 and at number 20 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart and number 3 on the Hot Rap Songs chart. And I already mentioned it sold 394,000 copies of its first week, and it went along to debut at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and Top R&B Hip Hop Albums chart, and it dropped down to number 2 on both during the second week after the release of Puff Daddy and the Family's No Way Out, while selling at 183,000 copies of its second week to his 223,000 copies sold. Shoot, I love this record a lot more. No offense, but I'm going to be real. I love it more than I love Puff and the Family's No Way Out. Okay, they have bangers too, but I'm not going to get into the whole history about Puffy and all that. Let's just move on. That guy's just in a lot of trouble. So anyways, anywho, the album by Bone was rumored to be called DNALEVELC, which is Cleveland spelled backwards. And The Art of War was created largely as a response to rappers, which I already mentioned. They were dissing on Do or Die and Crucial Conflict and Twista. Rest is history. In the wake of his father's death and Tamika Wright now heading Ruthless, Bizzy Bone was not very happy and thus did not appear on many of the shows or promotions for it, and now calling the shots. Many tracks were altered by Tamika Wright, which is Eazy's wife, attempting to head the group into a new direction. Such tracks included Thug Luv with Silky Fine, If I Could Teach the World, Friends, Ready for War, Handle the Vibe, and with Flesh and Bone, and many others, while the group appeared at Sprite Night on BET with Keenan Ivory Wayans, with Bizzy Bone, and several other promotions. Their tour began to lag without Bizzy. And Ready for War, Bone Thugs, along with Majesty, had called out Crucial Conflict directly by name, even stating that I'll watch you ride the rodeo straight to the bottom. The tracks Handle the Vibe, Look Into My Eyes, Body Rott, Ready for War, Hate Nation, Wasteland Warriors, all original, Whom Die They Lie, and You Ain't Bone are all considered diss tracks. And they also changed the name of Friends for the cassette version to How Many of Us Have Them. How many of us have them? And then I already mentioned Pac had wrote his verse for Thug Luv in 1 minute and 51 seconds. And the album received mostly positive reviews from music critics, with some critics calling the album sonically superior to its predecessor, E1999 Eternal, and others had criticized the album's length and repetitive disses toward other rappers. And Stephen Thomas Erlewine of AllMusic had said that while the group is capable of producing a catchy single, they don't have the personality to sustain an album, much less a double disc set alone. By the end of the second disc, they have repeated all of their ideas at least 5 times a piece, and only a few of these ideas resulted in actual songs in the first place. And J.D. Considine of Entertainment Weekly had stated, "Less the smooth sound of Look Into My Eyes leaves you thinking that Bone Thugs and Harmony are really just pop-friendly softies. This 28-song double disc, The Art of War, offsets its slow and sweet numbers with bloodthirsty workouts like the Shotgun Spike, Thug Luv. But after 2 hours of these sing-song melodies, war seems more like a siege than a surgical strike." And Crazy Bone had mentioned in a 2015 interview, which is 11 years ago, with Hip Hop DX, had said about that The Art of War was Bone Thugs and Harmony's best album, even better than E1999 Eternal. But personally, I know that's Crazy Bone of him saying that, but me, I love them both. I love both the albums. Both those albums are incredible. I mean, shoot, if you're a fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony, why not have them both, man? Have both the classics. If you are a big hip-hop fan, rap hip-hop fan, you gotta have it in your collection. I love them both. And Bone Thugs will always be legendary. So, compared to Eternal, whose songs he claimed that they were planned and written years before they were recorded, the album Art of War consisted entirely of newer material that he and the other members created in the studio. And then rapper Wiz Khalifa had mentioned, included the album in his list of the 25 favorite albums of his favorites. So you got a lot of bangers on here. You got Evil Paradise. That's a crazy one right there. Mo Thug, Family Tree, Let the Law In, Handle the Vibe, Thug Luv, Ready for War, Ain't Nothing Changed, Everyday Thing, Part 2, Clog Up Your Mind, It's All Real with Crazy Bone, Hard Times, Mind of a Souljah with Lazy, If I Could Teach the World, Family Tree, Hatin Nation, Seventh Sign, Wasteland Warriors, You Ain't Bone, Get Your Thug On with Wishbone. So many classics, man, including Blaze It, all original. Just all of it's incredible. What is your favorite song off this classic? Don't forget to hit that like and sub and comment and follow your boy for more. And y'all know I'll be glad to return. Y'all have a blessed one and stay safe. If you don't have this record, go search for it and bump it on your turntables. Y'all know this is a phenomenal masterpiece too. Peace, y'all.